Good morning, everybody. It's getting a little bit of a late start this morning. Got to get out here and get going. It's now actually week 1 in the RV, so pretty happy about that. Catalina's still sleeping. Huh, baby? Still sleeping? She told me she don't want to get up yet.
For the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
Taking a look at the top of the RV here, and these here rails are where the fiberglass top here meets the aluminum frame here, and this here is something that can be a leaking issue, and I have one here in this corner. A lot of the reason that is because people will seal it with this silicone, and as it gets older, dries and cracks, then it creates channels, and that's exactly what I have going on here. So Kevin is going to do is he's going to pull the rails and he's going to clean up all this silicone, and then he has a much better sealant that he uses that he's going to utilize, and then he's going to replace the rails. So then what we'll have here is a watertight coach. So that's torquing those, huh?
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
Cool. So are we going to be doing the head gaskets too, or just the headers, Hank? We're just doing the headers, right? On mine? Or do you remember?
On yours, all we're doing is exhaust gas.
Yeah. So what's the Donovan man doing here?
Putting the exhaust headers back on.
I'll be having that done too.
Yeah.
We're gonna try one thing before we remove this. I'm gonna try plug your converter back in,
Okay.
and we're gonna see if those lights dim again.
All right.
Because what I'm gonna do is touch that battery cable back there. That's what was happening before. It was plugged in, and I would connect your back
It was
battery,
dimming and
it
then
would dim.
flickering.
Yeah, well, it was flickering because I was doing that,
Okay.
but it was dimming when I just put it on there.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what we're gonna do right now.
We've been having some trouble with the 12-volt system, and so what we're doing right now is we're trying to troubleshoot what it is. Maybe a whole cable line to the house end, or it could just be some of the items that were wired up for the dash AC unit. So that's what we're working on right now. All plugged in, the light is on.
All right.
It's dimming. Yeah. Do you want me to unplug it?
Yeah.
All right. So the next step to eliminate the wire?
Yeah, that's to eliminate this wire that runs in the front to the back.
Yeah.
As a problem, is to disconnect it from up there.
Okay.
And come back here.
Okay.
Have you seen this
No.
back here yet?
Not really. So.
I'll show you where this light is at. Maybe where this connector is. All right. See way back there? Open the door all the way. Back there on the wall, on the frame of the coach.
Okay.
See it? That bolt.
Yeah, I see that bolt.
Well, that big wire going towards the front,
Yeah.
that's that main battery wire.
Okay.
That one that's all.
So now we're gonna try to disconnect that, and
we're
then
gonna take it off
Okay.
and tighten it back down, and then test to see if the lights dim again.
Okay. And then we're gonna pull it off in the front too on the terminal.
It's already off.
It's already on the terminal off.
Right.
Okay.
But pulling it from here
Yeah.
stops anything up front.
Then if we pull it from there, it's not going to be grounding somewhere along the line,
Along
right?
the line.
Okay.
So if it grounds, if the lights dim, it's grounding from there back.
Okay. Makes sense. Back there in there, you can see that cable, the main battery for the house cable, has been disconnected, and now we're going to check to see if we're still having dimming issues. If we're still having dimming issues, then the major issue is in the back, at the back house battery, rather than in the front of the coach here. So that would be a good thing, so I don't have to replace that whole line. It's time to plug it in. Plugged in.
Lights on.
Lights on. It's still dimming.
Solenoid ain't doing shit.
One crap solenoid, huh?
All right, let's go to the front. Show you what the solenoid's supposed to do.
Okay.
So what's supposed to happen? Positive. Yep.
Okay.
That's what it's supposed to do.
And the fact you were jumping it back there, could it still have been the battery, or do you think there's still enough juice from the battery?
Well,
might need to plug the converter in first, right? And then
what we'll
try to
do.
jump it, right?
right.
Okay.
So go in there, plug the converter in, and I'll try to jump it with it done.
All right. Trying to see if it's the solenoid or if it's the battery. So to do that, what we have to do is I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to plug in the converter again, and we're going to see if he's going to jump the solenoid and see if the solenoid's even triggering. Power's on, lights are on. Sounds like the solenoid's working, huh? You thinking the battery's crap? All right.
So get you a decent battery. Probably just one of these house batteries we use. And
Okay.
go from there. Is the one that runs to the back.
Okay.
It's either that cable's grounding out, or that battery is just shot.
And it would have to be pretty hardcore shot too, right?
Yeah. Like burnt up, no cells,
Yeah.
shot.
How
It's drawing just so much power.
Hey there, guys. So Kevin worked on this a good part of the day. I would say, 4 or 5 hours. And he's got the railing off here. I wanted to show you guys a little bit more in detail of these GMCs. This here is fiberglass, okay? And then here is aluminum on the body. And right here is where you see them come together. And the rails here hold this tight. And they take a certain type of sealant to be able to allow that to not leak. And I hope to be able to get a chance to show you what Kevin uses up here and show you how it should be done to do it right. But Kevin worked a better part of the day. There's quite a number of screws that go in there, and these rails probably haven't been redone for I would say maybe the beginning of time, right? And this process on the GMC should be done about every 10 years when it's done right, and that way you don't have any leak issues like you do with a lot of other vehicles. Now the good thing is when you have a leak with the GMCs, you're not going to have the issues with wall delamination because the walls are aluminum rather than some kind of laminate based product. Another quick update here on the rails. Kevin has finished one of the sides. He pulled it off. He drilled out all the bad screws, re-tapped the spaces, and he's sealed it up. Now let me go ahead and show you it. There's this sealant has got an interesting color. I actually like that color. That's funny, but that's not the important part. So this sealant doesn't seem to crack on these, and it has a pretty good long life. I'll get a tube just in case to run a bead across things over time, but this should last for about 10 years. So in that channel that you saw just on the previous clip in there, it's been sealed in there as well. But as you can see, all along here, all along the edges, everywhere along here has the sealant on it. All of these screws are brand new. It had a bunch of them had to be drilled out and then retapped, but now it's square. Along with this rail here, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be resealing all of the vents and all of the AC units on top of here as well. That way I don't have any leaky issues in the future. Kevin's gonna get the other side on Monday, so look forward to that. I'm gonna try to make sure I get in there and I get video of him actually doing the sealing of it. So later, guys. Get out there, connect with people, live your big story.
Make sure you do something every single day to reduce road surge.
Peace, guys.
Without you, my friend, and I tell you all about it when I see you again. We come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all